Hi, I'm Bob Jenkins. I am an internet marketing trainer. Through my blog and through various sites like Ask Bob the Teacher and .com and other sites, I help business owners find ways to learn and then implement the kinds of technology that they can use to get more clients, to treat those clients well, and to create information products so that they can attract attention to their business without having to spend the time that a typical business owner will do. So that leverages their time and gets them to grow their businesses faster.
Now you've leveraged your skills as a teacher. You've been a teacher for a long time, and even if I created a brand, I'd like to congratulate you. You have a brand. Tell me a little bit about that process of leveraging what you knew into what you know.
Well, first I'll say that I spent about a year and a half not doing that and failing at pretty much any step along the way. Once I realized
Only a year and a half?
Yes, actually only a year and a half, because I hired mentors who kind of knocked me upside the skull and said, you shouldn't be doing it that way. So what I just did instead was I realized that my strength was teaching. I taught for 10 years in high school, worked with 14-year-olds to teach them history, and that's not a very easy thing to do, but I was able to break complex things down into simple ways. And a lot of my teacher colleagues would come to me and ask me for help on the technical side, on technology, on PowerPoint, how to deliver their message better, etc. And I realized that's what business owners would want me to do too. Find those things that people want to use but don't know how, and then teach it to them. And the brand Bob the Teacher came out of that realization, basically, that I can break down those complex things, make them simple, and that if they know they need someone to teach it to them, that they would know through the name Bob the Teacher that I can do that for them.
So many people are trying to get out of their cubicle or whatever and become a success. What do you think it is that allowed you to become an internet marketing success?
Well, first of all, it took time. It took patience, it took perseverance, it took failing, and realizing that although that was a failure, it was a lesson, and to be aware and to listen both of the failures and the mentors who had been before me, who were giving me advice on what to do. I realized that I didn't know everything, and once I knew that, then I could ask questions very comfortably. And once I could ask questions, I could get the answers that I needed at that specific time. I also know that I started to work primarily around my particular strengths. You can do your best and kind of outsource the rest. You shouldn't be doing all the things that you think should be to make money. You should be doing things that you're passionate about, that you have credibility in, and then move forward. When I first started, I was trying to teach other teachers how to make money on the internet when I hadn't made any money on the internet, and so I didn't succeed at that. But once I started teaching them things that I did know how to do, I could then grow my business. So I really want to suggest to your listeners and your viewers that they find something that they are good at and find the way to convey to folks how to do that or how to take advantage of that knowledge from them, and then turn that into information products or consulting services or whatever else that they need to do. So find that credibility area and make sure that you can move forward in that particular area.
So everybody runs into a hurdle or a speed bump in that quest for the success. What do you think yours was, and what got you over it?
My initial hurdle, that's a great question. My initial hurdle, I would say, was trying to go at it too fast and spending a lot of money too fast. And one of the things that you'll find from any successful business owner is that they manage their investments, they managed their profit, and they reinvested back into their business, but they also didn't overspend in their business. Most businesses that fail, and most businesses do fail, right, in the first year, the first 5 years, most of them fail because they run out of money. And so you have to keep a lid on the finances. I didn't do that at first. Once I realized that, I was able to get myself back out of the hole. So that's a big problem I think I can help people avoid, is don't overspend, but be willing to invest and take action on what you do spend money on, and make sure you have a good return on your investment.
What would be in your area, which is you're helping businesses and learn and develop skills, what do you think in your area is a great tip for people that are trying to achieve what you're doing?
Are they trying to teach people how to do businesses, or
someone who's trying to become successful in your area?
Okay, so if you're trying to become a successful consultant or trainer on businesses, realize that many business owners who are offline, they want you to do everything for them. If that's what you want to do, then you need to develop a team that can provide those services. However, if you do want to provide the actual instruction, I'm come from the philosophy of teach a man to fish, not just give him the fish, then you're going to have a lot of patience, because you won't find everybody wants, not everybody wants to have you teach them, they want you to do it for them, but those that do, they're going to require a lot of hand-holding or a lot of step-by-step in order to get that to happen. So treat them professionally, give them the kind of information that they need, and then be patient but persistent with them.
Do you see a common hurdle for folks that are trying to do that you see that they get hung up on? Is it mindset? Is it patience? Is it tenacity, focus? What would you say?
I think it's a reliance on perfection. I have a philosophy, it's take action and revise later. And basically what I mean by that is that if you wait until your product is completely perfect or you have everything exactly the way you want it to be, you will have wasted time and not made money on a product that could be delivered, even if it's 85% of the quality that you want it to be. I'm not saying to put out crap, but you're your own worst critic typically. And if that's going to be the case, then you're going to make sure, or you're going to want to make sure, that you put something out that's good enough, and then go back and revise it. And if you have to, go ahead and put in something like beta or draft or something like that, or version 1.0, so people know that you know it needs to be worked on. But the other thing about that to really hit it home is when you are working on a business and you don't put it out there, you're negatively impacting lives. You're withholding solutions from people that could change their lives for the better. I don't care what industry you're in, if you're a solution provider, you're keeping it from them and you're giving them a disservice by not releasing it, even if it's not perfect.